Hey everyone, this is what today is January 22nd, 2026, and I am so close, so close to finishing this draft of my book. Let me show you. So I've got clearly my posture is great here. Um, that's all of my writing stuff. I have a chapter and a half left until this is done, and I cannot stress to you how eager I am to get this done. I'm so, like, at this stage, I am not sick of it, but I'm really tired of it. And I'm ready for it to be over. And I really want it to be over by tomorrow, the 23rd, because my birthday is the following day. So if I can get this done and just have the weekend, that would be so perfect. So fingers crossed. We'll see what happens. Isn't she just so cute? I love her so much. She likes to keep me company while I'm writing, and this was just kind of showing you again my writing setup. And I did write for the rest of the day, but I had a birthday dinner to go to that evening, so I didn't finish the manuscript. And what you're seeing here is my next morning, my morning routine, prepping up coffee. Don't come for me for drinking instant coffee, alright? I worked in specialty coffee for 5.5 years, so I know what I'm doing. I simply don't care when I'm making for it myself at home because I can't be bothered to prep up the espresso machine just for 2 shots of espresso. I drink coffee for the caffeine, not necessarily for the taste. But yeah, don't come for me for this. Hey everyone, good morning. It is the 23rd of January, Friday morning, bright and early. I think it's just past 8 a.m. Have my coffee. I'm about to eat something, and then I will do probably just like a little bit of journaling to just get my brain working again. And then I will get into the last chapter and a half of the book. Journaling is a staple for me, I would say, especially when it comes to my writing process. I almost never can just hop straight into a writing session. I have to get my brain going with a journaling session, even if it's just kind of saying, like, I woke up today and it was cold outside. Um, yeah, that's just part of my writing process. And here you just see me prepping up everything I need. Here's my editor comments. On the other screen there, those are my alpha reader comments. Here comes the laptop. I really, I was really trying to just film a bit more B-roll because I know the past 2 videos have just been me sitting in front of a camera and just talking at you guys, and I know that's not a whole lot to look at. So yeah, I think I kind of just went a little bit overboard with the B-roll, but you know, it is what it is. And then here you see me hopping onto Spotify because I'm not too satisfied with what I'm listening to help me write. So I did change it to the Elder Scrolls soundtrack. Alright, so I'm a little bit more awake now. I've gotten a little bit of writing done, and I thought I would share with you guys just the first line that I was working with this morning. Okay, so without spoiling anything, this scene is quite gruesome. Somebody's tongue gets ripped out of their head, and the first line says, "If the accused wishes to remain silent, then let that be his fate." So, yeah, quite a bloody start to this morning's writing session, but if you can't tell by the smiling face, it was. Is it weird to say it was a fun scene to write? I mean, I've written it. This is the third time at this point that I've written this scene, um, and I just I don't know what to say. Uh, it was difficult to convey in a manner that wouldn't completely disgust my readers, but maybe disgust is what I should aim for. I'm almost at the end of this chapter, so that means I have one chapter left after this, and I think it's like 9:26 right now, so I think I'm on track to finish this draft today, which is, again, I'm really excited. So let me get back to writing, and I'll be back when I have a little bit more to talk about. These are the final moments that I spent in draft 3 of The Hunter, the Hunted. Um, as you can see, I love my split screen. Everything on the right side of my laptop is the newer draft. Everything on the left is the older draft. And towards the end here, it was a lot of just typing the same stuff that was on the other side. So I could have copied and pasted, but typing it all out made it feel a little bit more real. It's done. I finished draft 3 of The Hunter, the Hunted. The time is 7 before noon, so that was probably about 2, 3-ish hours of work. I don't remember when I started writing, but yeah, it's done. I'm excited. I I really just want to print out a proof copy like today, order it today, and get it in my hands as soon as I can. I just need to figure out how I'm gonna do that because I've done it before. I know how to do it, but the previous time that I did it, when I did it for Unraveled, I printed a proof copy through Amazon, and I have been on an Amazon boycott for the past year. Like literally, I through the entire year of 2025, I did not buy a single damn thing from Amazon, and I would really love to keep up that streak. I know there's probably another way to upload the manuscript into Ingram Spark and order an ARC copy, but I think it's far more complicated and far more expensive. And finances are tough right now, so I really just need to decide how I'm going to do that. If I'm going to like just what is the expression, bite the bullet? I don't know. If I need to just like suck it up and like get my copy through Amazon, or if I'm gonna like find a different route. But yeah, I want to see this book as a book. I want to be able to like hold it in my hands, read it, make notes for final edits. First and foremost, I need to send it off to a copy editor. I need to find a copy editor, because again, with any written project, hiring a professional copy editor is like you just got to do it. And again, that's like another cost of publishing, which is why a lot of authors choose to either query or sometimes they'll just copy edit it themselves, which can lead to typos. But I think in this day and age, since there's so many like worries about whether something is written by AI or not, I've seen some people saying like, "Oh, well, like when I see a typo in a book, that's just kind of reassuring me that like this was made by a human because there are human errors." So I don't know. We'll see. I would obviously prefer not to have any typos in my book at all. Um, Even when I was reading through Unraveled to like refresh myself on the story, I found a couple typos and I was like, "Well, shit." This the book itself had gone through like I had done like at least 2 rounds of self copy editing, and then when it was sent over to the press, I know that they did a couple rounds of copy editing and line editing. So yeah, clearly things are not always perfect, but again, that's just a sign of human error that I don't necessarily mind in a day and age where AI is so rampant in the creative space, which I really hate. Um, but yeah, that I just went on a little bit of a tangent there. I think I'm just kind of like coming down from the high, or maybe just going up on a high of finishing a project that I've been working on for months. And it really has like been has it been a year? I don't remember when I started I don't remember when I decided that I was going to write this book before writing the sequel to Unraveled, but I think it was like either it was either February or like late-ish January of 2025 when I decided that I was going to write The Hunter, The Hunted. So to have 3 drafts done in about a year of time, I'm pretty satisfied with that. Um, we'll see how satisfied I am when I have some space from this draft and when I can go back and read through it like a reader. Um, but for now, I'll just enjoy the uh, the temporary freedom before I have to get back into more of like the post production work before getting it published. So that's a lot to look forward to, and I hope you guys are just as excited as I am. Hello, it is the morning of January 24th. I woke up to the sound of snow falling on the rooftop, and then also the local murder of crows is back. So I haven't heard them in a few months, and I was kind of getting sad about it. I was starting to miss them, so I'm glad they're back. So nice little birthday present to wake up to. Um, the snow here in the south, it's kind of pitiful. It's really not a whole lot to look at, but that's kind of how the cold weather hits us. We just get a lot of snow and then it melts and turns to ice and it blocks up the roads because we don't know how to deal with snow and ice. Um, regardless, I'm gonna go outside and enjoy it. I may bring you guys with me. We'll see. But yeah, that is my plan for today. It's gonna be a really chill kind of day. I don't want to do anything. So I actually didn't film anything really when I went outside this day. There just wasn't a whole lot to look at. As you can see on this tree, it's a lot of just sparse ice. But we did get a little bit of wintry weather the next day, which you'll see in just a bit. Alright, so I'm basically at the end of the walking trail here. It is sufficiently chilly. I'm definitely not quite ready to go back inside, but I'm enjoying the colder weather. This is very nice. I love gray skies. I love just not melting when I walk outside. So I'm gonna start heading back to the house now. But yeah, just wanted to pop in and say hello. So this is actually from my walk on Sunday morning, putting this clip a little bit out of order, but that's okay. I just really love winter, and I was so excited when I woke up on Sunday morning to see that we actually had a little bit more to show for it. You can't tell, but I'm not leaving any footprints in the snow because none of this is really snow. It's just packed ice. But it was still cold, it was still beautiful, and I enjoyed every second of it. And then, of course, when I came back inside, I had to set a fire. So I did, and I enjoyed that as well. Alright, hey everyone, I am back in my room, nice and warm. On the way back, my legs started to go a little bit numb. I only wore jeans. Probably should have worn like a layer underneath, but I honestly didn't even think about it before I stepped outside. I was just too excited to get outside and be in the cold. So I'm now sipping on some chicken broth to stay warm. But yeah, that was like the most exciting part of today, I think. Like I said, I'm just gonna take the rest of the day pretty chill. I'll probably do some reading. Right now, I'm reading a book called what is it? The Souls of Lost Lake by an author named. It's right here. It's by Jamie Jo Wright. So that's what I'm reading. It's kind of, I would say, if it wasn't set in Wisconsin, I would say it's kind of like it feels very Southern Gothic. Okay, so I did not describe this book very well, so this is me post-edit trying to do it justice. The Souls of Lost Lake is really good. I am about halfway through it so far, and as far as mysteries go, I would say this is probably one of my favorites that I've ever read. It's not necessarily like a whodunit kind of mystery, Um, Definitely not like a Sherlock Holmes. It's more like a there's something haunting the woods and there's something very wrong here, but because the wrong thing could potentially be a ghost, no one believes me. So it feels very spooky, very haunted, which I am enjoying. So that is the Souls of Lost Lake. I think that's gonna do it for this video, this vlog. If you watched all of it, thank you so much for making it here to the end. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe if you would like to. Um, Other ways you can support me, you can head over to my Instagram at author Kit Aldridge. It's the same as my YouTube handle. Um, and then another way to support me is through Ko-fi. Usually I will do like weekly blog posts. Again, they're writing related. Um, I've kind of been slacking this month just because I was working towards a deadline. I was trying to get the Hunted done by the end of the month, which it's done. So next week, hopefully, I should like hop back onto my usual posting schedule. Um, yeah, go ahead and check out my Ko-fi. It's all of those are in the description, so you can find those pretty easily. And I think that just about does it. So again, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.